Hello and welcome to this CATIA Electrical webinar. In this webinar we will cover the CATIA Electrical user experiences that cover the full electrical process. My name is Dimitri Steilen. I'm part of the CATIA Electrical user experience team. In this webinar we will cover the following topics. First of all, we will explain a little bit more about today's and future product challenges and how we can cover them. Secondly, we would like to explain you the CATIA Electrical proposition and user experiences and their core values. First of all, the unified electrical process. Secondly, the streamlined global collaboration. And last but not least, the first-class user experiences. We will end with a summary. If we look at your products you are engineering now and in the future, containing electrical systems, they are all challenged by the environment, the market, and the product functions. Sustainability is key. Not only the fact we build sustainable products like electrical and hybrid cars, but even more that we want to have a traceable system for materials used and why we made certain design choices. Also, being able to get our products certified for all government and company regulations, a traceable system is needed. Secondly, your products are designed, engineered and manufactured all over the world and also used everywhere, addressing specific needs. Collaboration between all players in the process is essential. Also, the content of functions of your products are growing significantly. More functions require, in many more cases, more electrical systems, which is making your product more complex. To design this, you need excellent applications to take care of the engineering and manufacturing of your product. To summarize, to build your product including electrical systems, you need a traceable system that allows full global collaboration with all the necessary design and manufacturing capabilities. In many cases, your current digital electrical process is characterized by separate applications or tools to address the different steps of the electrical design, engineering and manufacturing process. Since they're all having separate databases or file storage, and since they are in many cases loosely coupled by interfaces or links, we believe that these process implementations are not optimized or sufficient to address the challenges of traceability and collaboration. To address the challenge of traceability, we propose a systems engineering approach, where all process steps are centered around the 3D experience platform. We call this a RFLP approach, from requirement management through functional decomposition and followed by the logical systems architecture and definition to the physical design and manufacturing preparation. All these process steps are linked through the 3D experience platform, which brings a fully traceable process. The 3D experience platform brings all capabilities to allow a streamlined global collaboration. First, it serves as a global enabler, allowing all stakeholders from mechanical to electrical and from architects to 3D detail designers to communicate in real time, sharing screens, design ideas and allowing brainstorming to design innovative products. Secondly, it allows also for full traceability, even for where use scenarios of components and understanding the impact of design changes. Thirdly, concurrent engineering is supported since all stakeholders work on the same database and all components of the electrical wire harness assembly are stored and linked in the database. Having all these components in the database, we can also perform configuration management and create variants addressing specific needs out of a 150% harness assembly. Last but not least, this allows as well for BOM management to create bill of materials and provides all kinds of reporting capabilities for ordering, manufacturing and certification of your products and components. Besides providing a system engineering approach and a 3D experience platform allowing full collaboration, we are also offering all needed user experiences to address the different process steps, from requirement management system, electrical system schematics, to all capabilities to design any type of harness in full 3D and prepare the manufacturing. In the next slides we will show you some examples of this supported by videos. In this first example we show you in the context of an aircraft how a designer is using CATIA to place components from the database creating the harness and performing some modification in a very easy and user-friendly way. In the first video we will see how CATIA is supporting the engineer to create a harness assembly in an aircraft context. First of all, he loads the needed assembly parts in context in his CATIA session, and then from the database he is selecting the components to build his connector. CATIA will automatically assemble these with the right connection points. When the connector is built, it's time now to create the bundle segments. And you see here how easy in V6 it is to build a harness assembly. Continuously guided by the system to show if components are linked or not, showing little blizzard signs. Also, creating automatic branch point is very easy by just clicking on an existing harness bundle. Next step is to do the modification to guide the just created harness through the support here on the left side. Positioning it inside the support, supported by CATIA for easy guidance and easy placement of the bundle inside this support. Adding some slack and then performing some modifications to avoid collisions between other harnesses. All in a very intuitive user interface. The second example shows you how CATIA is helping the engineer to build very realistic flat cables in context of the 3D product. A very intuitive user interface and powerful modification capabilities to perform the creation of flat cables.
CATIA version 6 delivers a new and accurate 3D representation for flat cables, which considers the torsion of the cable's profile along its center curve, according to specific material properties. Creating a flat cable follows the same principles as for a standard cable. You simply need to select the objects to route through in order to complete the definition. Once the flat cable is routed, you can change its torsion by accurately rotating the flat cable profile along its curve. You may also change the orientation, as we see here, simply by flipping one connector. You can accurately adjust the length of the flat cable by increasing, as we see here, the slack in the route definition dialog box. While manipulating route objects, in this case the right connector extremity on the hard drive, the shape of the flat cable automatically adjusts to the new situation, taking into account the real flexible behavior of the cable. The product also features the creation and management of 2D folds on a routed flat cable. You just need to create a branch point to define where you want the fold to be located on the branch curve. Once the branch is folded, this functionality enables the modification and customization of dedicated fold parameters in order to modify the fold as required. Moving the 2D fold along the cable curve is easy. To adjust the position afterwards, just drag and drop that previously created branch point along the cable. CATIA version 6 makes it possible to design flat cables with realistic behavior, increasing the overall model's quality and realism.
To improve the quality of the assembled harness, it is essential that during the design phase the user can already investigate and discover problem areas and check for link issues between connectors and harness assemblies. CATIA is providing the user powerful capabilities not only to discover these errors but also to correct them during the design phase before going to production. With the Network Assistant tool, a designer can very simply analyze his complete harness assembly for errors like disconnected connectors or issues where equipment and connectors are not connected. In this case, after running the analysis, you will discover very easily the problem areas. In this case, a connector and a bundle are not properly connected. Without going out of the function itself, a user can now correct this and make the necessary arrangement to place the bundle on the right side of the connector. And instantly CATIA will show that everything is green and everything is properly connected. In the second case, a connector is not properly connected or not linked to an equipment. Also here, by just clicking on the link management capabilities, he will be able to perform the necessary corrections. And after doing that, running it again, it will show all green, meaning that the harness is fully connected, all connectors and bundles are connected, and also the connectors and the equipments are properly connected. The last example will show you how out of the complete 3D wire harness assembly we can create the necessary documentation and form board. The video will show you the complete process coming from the 3D, going to the flattened view, including creation of the necessary drawings. It will also highlight how, in complex connectors, the shape of the wire harness assembly is maintained.
With CATIA V6, you can achieve the flattening of electrical wire harnesses to define a 3D manufacturing harness form board. With this new release, the entire wire harness flattening and form board process, including drawing generation, now handles complex connector assemblies. Let's take the example of the wire harness of a business jet's nose to visualize the workflow. We can see that the extract process now takes into account all types of device assemblies respecting the entire structure and electrical connectivity. A dedicated command is provided to define the branches that do not need to be flattened, like inside a complex connector, to respect the manufacturing process. When flattening the whole assembly on the form board, the branches indicated previously will keep the same shape as in 3D. After the automatic flattening step, the CATIA wire harness documentation and form board product lets you manipulate the flattened harness, including complex connectors, very intuitively to finalize its layout. These new capabilities will facilitate and accelerate the process for harness manufacturers because they will now be able to visualize the representation of complex device assemblies in the drawing while preparing the harness for the installation step. Drawing creation is automatic and takes only a few clicks, as well as the generation of complex connectors sections views, which is very useful for routing wires in the harness on the form board. Quality documentation creation and successful design collaboration between harness designers and manufacturers will now work better than ever with CATIA V6.
As a summary, CATIA Electrical, based on the 3D Experience platform, allows you to implement a unified electrical process based on a system engineering approach from requirement management, functional analysis, systems architecture and logical definition, up to physical design and manufacturing preparation. The 3D Experience platform allows you to have a streamlined global collaboration between all the stakeholders in your process and during the complete process. The first-class user experiences allows your designers, engineers and manufacturing to build even the most complex harnesses. The open standards like E-lock, KBL allows you to implement this system inside your legacy systems, and also allows for a flexible implementation, starting with the physical design and then later extending with manufacturing preparation and logical definition and other steps of the complete process. If after this webinar you would like to have some more information on the CATIA Electrical applications and user experiences, we welcome you to download our brochure, browse the videos, both available on our website and YouTube, and discover more details of all the functionalities of our products. To find this, please go to the website www.3ds.com/electrical. If you are interested to meet with us or discuss your electrical process and how we can support you to improve this, please contact our sales representatives from either Dassault or Yorvar. or we have a unique opportunity to meet with you during our electrical events that will take place all over the world. During those events, you have the possibility to see CATIA in action live, meet with the expert, meet with your colleagues from other companies, and do some hands-on during the hands-on sessions during the events. I would like to thank you for your time and your attention for this webinar and hope to meet with you soon. Again, if you would like to have any more information, please contact us on 3ds.com/electrical. Thank you very much.